Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 6 here of the NSDCA. It's the 6th annual Valvoline 200 to kick off the season for the Mountain Dew Custom Series. 25 laps here around the Daytona International Speedway, the first points-paying race yet here at DIS. Let's see how these guys do as it's opening a new era in the NSDCA with the Sundrop Cup Series coming into the fold for the Sundrop 500. That'll round out Speed Weeks in a few days. On the front row is your fastest two in pole day qualifying and your two dual winners, Kev Shearer and Jeffrey Finguy. One of them looking to Kev Shearer trying to do the clean sweep and Finguy trying to do the clean sweep from the outside. Will they be able to do it? We've got a full field of 40 cars behind them looking to challenge. Kyle Corbett seems fast. He had a fast car before. He had a bad wreck in single car qualifying. Rebounded his backup car quick too. Got him up to 5th in duel number 1. But further on back, some of these guys lucky just to make the show. Mac Johnson, Nicky Morris, Archibald Buttersworth, Adam Mitchell there as well in the 60. He was a late entry. Some of these guys back here got into trouble, whether it be engine failures, wrecks in their duel, or just being slow. They had to rely on qualifying times or owner's points, and two backup cars on the last row of the grid, Cordell Smith and Dale Cole Jr. for their wreck in duel 1. Let's not waste any more time. Get this field of 40 fired up for 25 laps of action at Daytona.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field of 40 will roar to life here. Got a big crowd on hand for, as always, here at Daytona. Would like to talk about the minimum speed rule coming this season. If you get into a wreck and you're going to be about 15 miles an hour off, at least here on the super speedways or other big tracks, you're likely just going to be parked just because you're just going to be too slow. You're going to break up the pack too much. We've seen that with lap cars in the past, and it only hurts the racing aspect. 25 laps of action. We're going to have to see how aggressive these guys are here at Daytona. They were aggressive in the duels, got into a couple accidents, didn't see too much 4 wide, but with a field of 40 cars, we probably will see 4 wide, and 3 wide can work. 3x3 works, but 4 wide never really ends well. We've seen 2 big accidents coming off of turn 4 and through the tri-oval the past 2 seasons. Will turn 4 be calamity corner once again for these guys? We'll have to wait and see. Shouldn't be expecting any pit stops or anything unless these guys are damaged up, but it's going to have to see the Evernham program there on the outside. They have won the Valvoline 200 before with Anderson Reed. He's back in the 39. How will Jeffrey Finguy do? Kev Shearer, SBR, has not won at Daytona. They've won Talladega, though, here in the MDCS with boss Matthew Eves driving. Eves there in the 13, starting P8. We're going to have to see how these guys do with James Ellison, the past Super Speedway winner there in the 53, starting 4th. 3 other Valvoline 200 former winners in the field as well. The 29, Jesse Turner, the 02, Alex Fletcher, and the 39 of Anderson Reed. But Shearer and Finguy leading them down. We are green flag racing in season number 6. Everybody trying to figure out their drafting partners. Everybody trying to figure out who they want to work with. We got 4 Dodges here working the middle line, trying to get clear of the Fords of Brad Stover, Kyle Corbett. They're on the inside, but Yo doesn't think this plan will work with Shearer blocking Cobbs up the hill. And now Yo will drop down in that 48 for Texas Star Racing right behind the 45 as Stover going to the middle. You might see this top line work a little bit stronger than it did in past years. If you've got enough strong cars up there, it's got a good chance that they may be able to lead at the line that could determine the winner of this race, as Shearer is clear of everybody. But maybe not, as Stover, big run on the bottom. Brad Stover really hasn't gotten a chance and good equipment in his NSDCA career. Zachary Racing giving him that break this season. Energizer colors coming aboard the 87 that's been driven by Alex Peters the past 2 seasons. William Duncan, Scott Roush not wasting any time on the bottom, trying to get Toyota back up here. Not only just Kev Shearer, as Shady Jesse Turner dropping back on the high side as Alex Fletcher, first mistake of the season there, as Monaco's there in the 72, there, the Hidden Valley car there on the middle line, and Fletcher now driving the 02. But at the front, Shearer led the line by a very small margin over Brad Stover. What are these guys going to do? Is Kyle Corbett in the 45 getting underneath these two for the race lead? Got about 2 packs forming now. Front pack probably about 20 cars. And back there, it's Mac Johnson kind of leading that second pack as Colton Yo. Colton Yo's looking 4 wide here. This could be trouble. Colton Yo forcing 4 wide. I'm not really positive about that move. He's going to have to get out of it sooner rather than later. No holes really forming. Going to pinch up off the corner. Turned in front of the field. Brad Stover, Colton Yo. Everybody's scrambling. We're going to have a big accident here. Oh, they just came up the track and piled in. Oh, Priya McShane getting hit there. Brad Stover's going to be damaged, but a lot of these guys didn't hit too hard. Delgado, I don't know if he got even any damage, but Kev Shearer, a quick car, he's going to be damaged. Priya McShane there, she's going to be out of it. Smoke billowing out of the 2 once again. But I think some of these guys might not be damaged too bad. Only a couple cars really made through it. Everybody else is going to be fairly damaged, but I think a lot of these guys back here, if they can at least get up with the lead draft, they're going to be able to hold it and fight for it. Who else is really damaged back here? Oh, Matthew Eves, he's damaged there as well. Daniel Cobbs had damage up the front of the field. Noah Kim in the 54. Archibald Buttersworth in the 8. Oh, Delgado's got some left side damage, it looks like, there on the state water here. Is 42. Yes, he does. So, we'll get back to you after some replays here early for the accident here. The big one struck early in the Valvoline 200. In real time, Colton Yo forcing 4 wide here on the wide angle, trying to get up to that race lead here early, pushing Kyle Corbett in the middle, and off the corner, Corbett goes high, gets into Stover and Delgado. They spin in front of the field. Cobbs are knocked around in front of Emmons, and Freeze and Roush connect, and they get into a bunch of people as everybody in the back trying to check up, trying to miss the wreck, all pile in. Nobody really hit too hard, but a couple drivers likely going to be out here early at Daytona. On board the 94, Preston Emmons, his view here of the wreck. Looked like he was through it, but just got helped around a little bit there in the back, but he's actually not going to get too much of it as they all lose control there, trying to stack up, trying to miss it. On board deeper in the field, this time with the 9, Zach Rogers. Just driving into a cloud of smoke, trying to miss it. Everybody out of control, coming back up into the pack. He gets into the 87 and 21 here, but I think that's going to be it for the driver of the 9. He might be one of the drivers getting the better end out of the big one. So the big one happened early here at Daytona. We'll be back to you in a moment. Welcome back to coverage of the Valvoline 200 here at Daytona International Speedway for the Mountain Dew Custom Series. Coming back after the first caution, a big wreck, but only 3 cars are out. The 13 Matthew Eves, the 2 of Priya McShane, and the 8 of Archibald Buttersworth. So we have a bunch of guys probably. We're going to have to see how they do with minimum speed. Probably what could be the biggest threat to that might be William Duncan in the 33 because his hood is torn off. But I think if the lap cars can stay together in a pack and not break off into like 1s or 2s, I think they'll be okay for minimum speed. But at the front, making through the wreck really was James Ellison, Kyle Corbett, Preston Emmons, and the 79 of Jeffrey Finguy, Eric Monaco, Matt Sladek, Vince Freeze, Jesse Turner, Colton Lane, and Mike Cook, the rest of your top 10. Flipping back through the rest of your field, let's see where everybody else ended up. Zach Rogers down the order, Kev Shear down the order. I mean, everybody behind them pit. So fast cars like Yo, the 44, Daniel Kobza, the 87, Brad Stover, 42, Delgado, 39, Reed. They're all going to be stuck back here, likely with damage and likely off the pace. But we'll have to see how off the pace they are to see if they'll meet minimum speed or what the ruling on that will be. We're getting ready to go. We've still got over half distance remaining here in the Valvoline 200. It's going to be James Ellison, the last Super Speedway winner last season at Talladega. How's he going to do? He leads them down to the green flag restart here at Daytona. Preston Emmons moving down to the inside. Let's see where that gets him. There in the 94, no help. Finguy trying to work the top as they all shuffle through in the back, trying to figure out who's got speed, who doesn't. Think they'll be all right back here to some extent. We'll look at that in a lap or two. But now Ellison leads. Corbett really rubbing up there against Emmons. Are they 4 wide? I think that they nearly were. Sladek trying to make a move that was 4 wide. Spotter probably talked him out of it. Now it's Emmons, Corbett, and Finguy 3 wide for second. Emmons no run on the bottom. Sladek trying to help as Ellison leads them. We've got a pack of what, 11 or 12 here up front. Then it's John Dilks leading a second pack. They might catch them as well. Perez, Shear, they're fast enough to catch them probably as well. And we're back to the damaged cars. It's looking like Duncan is going to be off the pace as well as Cordell Smith. I think those two are going to be the ones that are the most slowest. But right now it's Ellison leading. Emmons has dropped back a little bit. It is now just Finguy and Corbett right up to him to challenge. Sladek's got a run on the bottom from alliance partner now, Butcher Gatorade Motorsports, a new alliance partner to Shade Burkhart Racing. That's Mikey Yamakaze up there in the 01. And Jeffrey Finguy swoops to the race lead. Looks like that second pack isn't really going to catch them. Colton Lane dropping off. And now it's going to be Dilks Ray. This pack, I don't think they're going to be fast enough to catch them. Kevin Shearer was quick enough. At the front, Finguy's leading now. What can Kyle Corbett do? Is he going to help the 0? No, he doesn't. He forces 3 wide once again for second place. It's going to give Finguy more time out front. William Duncan, pretty slow, 156 to 184. That is too slow. Duncan's had a lot of heartbreak in his career, but that is simply just going to be too slow. Yeah, we're hearing, because Duncan's not even 160. They're going to have to park him. So that's going to be tough here for the driver to the side at 33, hoping for a big start to his season, but it's going to come here early as the NSDCA has decided enough is enough. As doesn't look like he's going to take one more lap. Here back at the front, Jeffrey Finguy leading Matt Sladek back up here to second. Kyle Corbett there in third. James Ellison now fourth. Yamakaze fifth. He's under attack there from Bobo Jones and the 89 of Mike Cook. Sladek now looking for the race lead. He's had a run. Just double checking. Sladek now side by side there with Jeffrey Finguy. The race lead, Corbett now trying to make it 3 wide possibly. Sladek's clear. Can Corbett get to the inside through 1 and 2? Oh, can't quite get there yet, but it might have a run down the back. We'll have to see how Bobo Jones does there to his back bumper. Ellison and Finn Guy working together there on the top. Has Duncan pit yet? No, he hasn't. I guess they aren't parking for some reason. Hang on. Alright, hopefully that worked now. Sorry about that. Kyle Corbett now there. He's making it 3 wide for the race lead. He's made that move work as Jones really pinching Yamakaze as Rose gets to the inside, nearly 4 wide. Ellison's going to have to back out of it, and that prevents us from a second wreck. But we're 3 by 3 at the front. Jacob Rose had to rely on owner's points to make this race, and now he is looking possibly to lead. And Duncan is coming into pit. Okay. Rose, really aggressive move. Corbett can't get underneath Slack. They're racing hard up front, coming to halfway. Just want to check Adam Mitchell's speed. He's 162. I think 162 is going to be too slow compared to... Yeah, that's 20 miles an hour off. Adam Mitchell is also going to be parked for Hawaiian Punch Racing. Actually, looks like we've got some of the drivers that were in that second pack. They've caught up. Roger Ray was there as well. Casey Mears now up here as well. Colton Lane's got back up here too. But Finn Guy is clear for the lead once again. But Yamakaze, Ellison, Corbett, those fast cars up there. Finn Guy's really going to have to block the top. Looking around, Mitchell comes into pit. Cordell is going to be 165. That's going to be okay for now, but we'll watch it. Stover, Roush, and Patrick Smith in a draft. Morris and Yo together. And we've got a big pack of cars back here led by Anderson Reed. It's like Rogers and Johnson are able to hold up with these 4. And now it's a lead pack of just about, what, 18? 16 cars here as Mikey Yamakaze now to the race lead for BGM. Toyota Dolu's inside. Matt Sladek. Sladek and Yamakaze both DNF'd early last season in the big one. We really didn't get to see how strong they would be, and this season they have come out to fight, nose to tail, leading the Valvoline 200. As Vince Freeze up the middle, he doesn't want to work with Jacob Rose. He's got the fast car, Kev Shear, there with him, as Shear's back up here, one of the quickest cars all weekend at Daytona. Sladek's clear. Rose up to second. Corbett there as Colton Lane now going to force 4 wide, I think, in the Shepherd 19. I don't know about that. He really should back out of it. We might see another accident now. He's going to back out of it. They sort it down to 3. As Sladek trying to do his best to block. He's blocking the middle. He didn't get enough time. As Finn Guy trying to get underneath Yamakaze. He's going to lift off a little bit, yet let Yamakaze back down. Just running about 180. Cordell 165. He's okay for now. Jacob Rose, who would have thought that he would be leading the Valvoline 200 for Kamikaze Motorsports? Oh, Monaco getting really pinched there with Vince Freeze. Roger Ray, another Pontiac looking aggressive. They are going to be 4 wide now. This could be trouble. Monaco's turned onto the apron. Back up into the track in front of Casey Mears. Fletcher's wrecking. Monaco's wrecking hard. Mears around across the track. Does he hit Bobo Jones? No. Are they going to save it by the time the next pack comes? They do, but we're under caution. Racing back now. 183. Oh, Cordell's going to be parked. He's too slow still. It's late, but he's too slow. We gotta obey the minimum speed. Matt Sladek racing around. The pack has been thinned once again. How can he do? Can he block the run here? They're going to go 3 wide for second. I think Sladek's going to lead back. No challenge for the driver of the 0. Matt Sladek leads them down to take the caution flag. We're going to see just a 2 or 3 lap shootout here to end the Valvoline 200. So the intensity is going to ramp up once again here at Daytona. So we're going to have off the pace is going to be Preston Evans. He might be done. Casey Mears. Big damage to the 72 Eric Monaco. We're going to have to see what happened there with Roger Ray coming into the tri-oval. But we'll get back to you here in a moment with some replays. Coming into the trial, though, Roger Ray just to the inside of Eric Monaco. Monaco trying to give him as much space as he can with Vince Freeze there to the outside. Ray's right there on the double yellow line, and Monaco thinks Ray's backed off enough to get that hole, but he just hasn't. And the 72 is going to get turned there into the grass, and around goes the Hidden Valley Ranch Pontiac, and up the track into the 66 of Casey Mears, who gets into the 77, who gets into the 02. Monaco really slides up there into Emmons. Mike Cook getting a piece of it as well. Fletcher nicks the wall as well, and Monaco comes back up into Bobo Jones, hitting him. Even more damage to that 72, and the 94 turns the 66, trying to get out of the way, and the 66 is going to slide up nearly into the 77, but they do not make contact. We'll get it on board and then get back to the final laps of the Valvoline 200. Here's what Eric Monaco saw as he gets turned around at Daytona. Back up the hill, just nowhere for him to go, and oh! That's probably going to knock him off the pace, but we're going to be so late in the race, I don't think lappers are going to be a threat, so I don't think we'll be parking anybody else. And welcome back. We are going to have a 4-lap dash to the finish, a sprint to the finish here to conclude the season number 6 season opener of Valvoline 200 here for the MDCS. Matt Sladek leads over Mikey Yamakaze, an alliance partner. Then 2 Dodges, and Jacob Rose and Jeffrey Finguy 3rd and 4th. The Pontiac, Vince Freeze 5th. Kyle Corbett 6th. Then Ellison, Lane, Shearer, and Ray, the rest of your top 10. Mike Cook is in 11th, and Alex Fletcher is damaged in 12th. I think it might just be an 11-car race for the win. Looking back, there's the rest of your competitors. Out of the race, obviously, in that first wreck was the 8, the 2, and the 13. William Duncan, Adam Mitchell, and Cordell Smith were parked for failing to meet minimum speed. Noah Kim went out at some point with a gearbox issue, and then a 94 and the 66 also fell out from that last accident. So Monaco is still out there, back there as well, with some damage. But here we go. The infamous SBR plate program. Can it hold up and get Matt Sladek the win? Can Mikey Yamakaze do anything for Butcher Gatorade Motorsports? A team that hasn't won in the Mountain Dew Custom Series in a long time. I don't even know if they've won outside of Ryan Butcher driving for them. Jacob Rose, Kamikaze Motorsports, they've never won. Finguy looking to get his first win in Evernham. The only really winner, and the only 2 winners in the top 10 are actually Colton Lane and James Ellison. But we are green flag racing here at Daytona. 4 to go. What's going to happen? Finguy's not wasting any time. He wants to work Jacob Rose out. He knows that 17 is nowhere near the speed of his 79. Ellison trying to help Vince Freeze here as Yamakaze says there are no alliances. This is for the biggest win in the MDCS season. He wants it, and Finguy's looking further, thinking about 3 wide, but he's not going to get there. I don't even know if we're going to have 11 cars up here because the 19, Shepherd Racing, not the quickest. Kev Shear might be able to catch, but I don't know if Roger Ray or Mike Cook will. Or Mac Johnson. Can Mac Johnson get up here in the 03? That'd be a story. Coming down, 3 to go. Finguy's going to have the race lead over Mikey Yamakaze. He's going to have Jacob Rose, another Dodge, to help behind him. Finguy thinks Rose could be a better pusher, as that big, powerful Evernham engine could be able to cut the air better. 3 to go. Vince Freeze, Kyle Corbett working down. Freeze wants to break up the Dodges. He's looking to the inside in the Pennzoil 27. Started nearly last in his duel. He hit the wall in single car qualifying and now worked his way up into the race and is now working his way up with a chance to win. North Border Motorsports took over the Diego Yepes Incorporated MDCS program, and now look at it. He's up to 2nd. But Finguy with a breakaway. What's that going to mean for the rest of the field? Corbett's got Shearer behind him. They want to dispatch Freeze here soon. Yeah, Monaco's slow, but he's not going to affect the race. 2 to go. Finn Guy leads by a very big margin. What does this mean? Can the pack catch him, or is Finn Guy home free? Corvette's forcing 3 wide. Roger Ray nearly forcing 4 wide. Sladek lucky he had a hole on the top. That's going to break up the SBR cars. Finn Guy is just gone out front. Can these guys catch and hunt down Jeffrey Finn Guy? Jacob Rose trying to block to the inside, trying to set up a run here, coming to the white flag. Roger Ray's going to make it 4 wide. If it's the white, next leg ends the race. If they wreck before the white, they're going to be racing back. Shear's going to pinch up into Sladek, into Ray. They're going to keep it down. We're going to get the white flag here at Daytona. There it is. Sladek really into his teammate there. Does Rose have anything for Jeffrey Finn Guy? Corvette still working underneath Freeze and Yamakaze. It's 3x3 behind the top 2. Can the 17 catch the 79, or is Finn Guy home free? Down the backstretch for the final time. No run is really forming from these guys. They can't get organized, and Finn Guy has just been able to drive away. Do they have anything for him off 4? Probably not, as Freeze goes for second on Jacob Rose. And off of turn number 4, it's going to be Jeffrey Finn Guy winning his first career MDCS race for Evernham Motorsports. Jeffrey Finn Guy wins the Valvoline 200. All the damaged cars streaming by back there, but Jeffrey Finn Guy has done the clean sweep from the outside. He won. He got second in pole day qualifying. He won his duel. And now he is a Mountain Dew Custom Series winner. He wins the Valvoline 200. So that is going to do it here. Vince Freeze, Nick's Jacob Rose at the line for P2. Kyle Corbett 4th. Matt Sladek 5th. Mikey Yamakaze 6th. Kev Shearer 7th. Anderson Reed up to 8th. That is a big run for the 39. James Ellison 9th. Roger Ray 10th. Good run for Cyclone. And it's Christian Vargas, Mike Cook, Colton Lane, Mac Johnson getting a top 15. Austin Delgado 15th. Then it's Austin Johnson. Dale Cole Jr. getting 17th. That's a big rebound after the big wreck in Duel 1. John Dilks, Daniel Kobza, and Zach Rogers rounding out the top 20. The rest of your results have been up on the screen, but what a day here at Daytona. Jeffrey Finn Guy brings it home to be the winner of the Valvoline 200. So Season 6 kicks off with a bang. Minimum speed catching some guys out. That will probably be into the debate from the fans whether or not we should be parking those people or not. But anyways, that's going to do it here. Crown Royal 300 and the Sundrop 500 coming up soon. But for myself, that's going to be it. We will see you next week for the Palms Casino 225 out in Las Vegas.